Hey Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading for September. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Virgo, I am so sorry that these readings are a little bit late for you guys this month. I do want to remind you that we are in eclipse season, and this eclipse is directly impacting me. The one on the 7th, the full moon in Pisces, and then we've got the new moon on the 21st in your sign. So my energy, dude, when I tell you guys, I have felt like I am in nothingness. I don't even know if that even makes sense. There's a lot of cards coming out, Virgo. Basically I'm here, but I'm not here. And my friends are like, oh, distracted. And I'm like, no, that's not the word. Distraction is not the word. The word is not distraction. The word is I'm not here. My physical body is here, but disassociation maybe could be a word. And so I apologize for the videos being a little bit tardy, and maybe you've been feeling this too, because this eclipse season is directly impacting you. You know, your other half, my Virgo works, is me, Pisces, right? And so you're going to want to look at the axes where Pisces is in your chart to see how you're being impacted or influenced. Okay, now for this month for you, you know, we've got huge transformations. Life is not going to be the same for you guys after this month. For a lot of you, it looks like you're moving forward here after a period of indecision, particularly around your career. Also, if you have Pisces placements, go watch the Pisces reading, because there's a lot of similarities in your reading with Pisces. What I will tell you is when it comes to your career and your finances, there are actually life-changing opportunities that could make their way for you. The Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Magician does indicate here a movement forward. So having that conversation with with a new boss or a headhunter, or your boss coming to you and saying, hey, like, we want to give you this promotion, or we want to put you in this position. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's something here to be said about your career, your position, movement forward, something that I think you were actively manifesting. My advice, don't manifest during this time, but we're all consciously manifesting or not. I'm just saying, don't consciously focus on the manifestation. I would just allow yourself to ride the wave right there. See, ride the wave, because you're going to be receiving some unexpected news. With this, it's unexpected news, and this unexpected news is going to be something that you had been wanting to have for a long time. Like I said, you have all the tools available at your disposal, so maybe you had been manifesting a new career, an increase in pay, launching a new brand successfully, that kind of stuff. We have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. And then we have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. We have the Hanged Man, the Knight of Swords, and the Death card when it comes to your general overall themes. I said this to Pisces, and I'm going to say it to you as well. I don't think any of us who have Pisces or Virgo placements in our chart, especially if it's top 3, like Sun, Moon, Rising, I don't think any of our lives, whether this eclipse is directly aspecting, your planets, I think irrespective of that, to be honest, there is so much drastic change that is coming, and I don't even think we can fathom or understand the change that's coming. I think it's very scary. I think it could feel very overwhelming. There might be times where you're like, oh my God, Char, like, what the hell, There could be times where, you're wondering and asking yourself, like, am I making the right choice? What is going on? Or like, you thought you were going to go this way and then you're going that way all of a sudden. And it's just like, what? Like that big energy. What I will say to you is with High Priestess being your amulet from StarSea Jewels, you can pick that up in the description box below, by the way. Trust your intuition. You got the Hanged Man, the Knight of Swords, Death. Lead with your intuition. And people are like, well, how do I know it's my intuition? Well, ask yourself the question. Okay? And then pay attention to where the answer is coming from. If you're hearing it up here, that's fear. If you're feeling it here, that's intuition. And I'll be really vulnerable with you. I'm like in a situation right now where my brain is like, run, run, run. and my gut and my heart are like, lean in, lean in, lean in. And then my brain's like, no. And trauma will do that to you guys. Like, trauma will really mess up your brains. And so that's why I say to you, practice stillness, introspection, self-reflection, because the Hanged Man, Knight of Swords to Death is turning around and saying, hey, can you allow yourself to let things unfold without trying to control? You know, sometimes, yeah, there was this really great post. If you follow me on Instagram, I actually shared it in stories. And if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow me. There was this really cool post, and it said, you know, a lot of people now are not in relationships because they misinterpret hyper independence and avoidance of vulnerability for peace. Right? What? In order to maintain any sort of relationship, whether it's career, financial, etc., you have to be able to get uncomfortable. Abuse is one thing. I'm not talking about abuse. I'm talking about those hard conversations. I'm talking about situations that feel uncomfortable, that push you beyond the complacency, that push you beyond the norm. If you know, and not to make this about me, but let me give you an example. I have been single for 6 years. I've not been intimate with anybody for 6 years. And I was all like, yeah, let me manifest a husband, la li la li la li la li la. And then these doors start opening up and you're like, ah! What? Right? Like, what is happening? And so naturally the comfortable response is, nope, gotta close all these doors. Let me find all the reasons not to pass through this door. But Source is saying, you better call in your team of support, because movement is happening here. And for a lot of you, you might not feel comfortable with this movement. It doesn't mean it's not going to stop. Or like, just because you're uncomfortable with this movement, this transformation, it doesn't mean you're going to stop it. Like, it's coming. Hanged Man, Knight of Swords, Death. Now, before we get into your love reading, you got retrograde. There's nothing, I think Gemini is retrograde, or Uranus is retrograde in Gemini. That makes so much sense. So much sense. Why? Because planetary ruler, you and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. Your thoughts are very powerful. You got the Magician and the Hanged Man. Now I'm doing your love reading. And the Two of Pentacles. Oof. My advice to you when it comes to your love life, Emperor, Eight of Cups, the Chariot. Again, don't actively manifest during eclipse season, but get clear on what it is that you want in your romantic life. Get so clear. Okay? And the Magician says, you have all the tools at your disposal, as above, so below. The Emperor says, get disciplined, like get going, get focused. The Hanged Man again showing up. Wow. Stuff could be happening during this eclipse season, maybe during the full moon in Pisces. Okay. Because we got so much Hanged Man, Hanged Man, Hanged Man, the Lovers. Oh, maybe there's a decision here. Breaking up with somebody, maybe. Maybe somebody new came into your life unexpectedly and your relationship is like already on the outs. Like, you know, you need to break up with them and you're like, I don't want to, but I know I need to. Like, it's not right. And then the Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Chariot. Yeah, take control of your life here, Virgo, because there is, again, like I said, unexpected news, drastic changes. For some of you, your love life is going to a new level. And for others of you, you're letting go of a relationship here that's it's just not it. It's not what you thought it was going to be. In either of those two scenarios, it's really, really hard. You know, it's very hard because whether you're leaving somebody or you're starting something new, it's change, it's shift, and that can get very uncomfortable. Okay. Lean in. Ride the wave. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, that's my advice. If you want to work together with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here is this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.